everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Momo, and in today's videos we are going to talk about 5 books that has affected my life greatly and literally changed my life, I would say. So the first one is Courage by Osho, also called The Joy of Living Dangerously. Well, Osho has been my favorite philosopher so far. He also have a very interesting way when he talks about fear. He said courage is not the absence of fear. It is rather the total presence of fear with the ability to face it. Like if you die, you have no fear. But if you're still alive, if you're still living, fear is part of your life. Fear is actually part of you. Osho did not tell you to be fearless. He wanted you to embrace your fear. Except that you will be afraid because you are alive. But you must look at the truth of life. You will one day die, and nothing you are attached to matters. So in order to have courage, you must let go of the need for security. That is the only way you can live life fully and dangerously. And the joy will come to you because you are free. And the second one is called A Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. It's a true story about a psychiatrist, Viktor E. Frankl, about his life in the Nazis' concentration camp. And he actually survived it and continued to help his patients afterwards too. His experience in the camp has him come up with a theory about survival. That suffering is inevitable. We cannot avoid suffering. But if a man can find a purpose or a meaning in his life, this will greatly affect his survival, even in extreme conditions, like in the Nazi camps. He said that the fact that some of his inmates survived the camp is because they still have a dream to do something, or wish to see their family again, or even to finish a book. It's a life-changing book for me because it's proof to me that you do need meaning in life. You can't go on in your days following other people's happiness. You have to create your quest, you have to create your meaning. Because when I was little, I always wonder why do we born? Why this? And I feel like we always on that journey of finding meaning for our life. And this is the third one. Thus Spoke Zarathustra by Nietzsche. Well, you know the quote, what doesn't kill me make me stronger. But that's one come from him. So basically his thing is about that we should go beyond good and evil. And all of our life is about a will to power. So what is the will to power? Nietzsche once said, the world itself is the will to power and nothing else. And you yourself is the will to power and nothing else. So he believed that the will to power is the main driving force in humans. We are all fighting and willing to be more powerful or to be at the top. This could explain survival, growth, and evolution, as we see in the past of human system. And that's the reason why we're always at war. And peace is so hard to maintain because of our nature. It's really about the will to power. It's all about, the state want to control you, your family want to control you, other people who is, more powerful than you try to control you. The living thing is about will to power. Even trees, even nature, it's all fighting to become the best. It's all fighting to become the most powerful one. Basically, it's really eyes-opening for me to know that and be able to free myself from that. The fourth book is so moving. I cried so many times reading it. It's called The Story of My Life by Helen Keller. The book is about her triumph over her blindness and deafness. Yes guys, she was blind and deaf, which means total darkness and total silence. And her story is so inspiring and so warm and heartfelt, so full of love that it's proof to me that faith will save humanity. I'm not talking about religion's kind of faith or anything like that, but faith in terms of something that you hold on to, or hope or something that you truly believe in. In other words, meaning. That can save humanity, because if that can save her in her condition, it could save anyone else. The last one doesn't really fit in the categories, but I would put it anyway because it's changed my life more than any other books in the list. It's Lord of the Rings by Tolkien. Well, I'm a fantasy nerd and I'm super geeky. I went to the Hobbit premiere. I read all of Tolkien's work. I cosplays and everything. Like, I'm super excited about the Amazon series that they're gonna do. The story about Middle-earth series come after Games of Thrones. That's very disappointing for me. Okay, come back to the book. So, The Lord of the Ring has changed my life the most because I read it when I was 11 years old, and it has set me on the artist path, and it has set me on a writer path, and it has made me become a writer. And it's the book that kind of create your path and your career. And I love fantasy, and I feel like you could learn so much from a good epic fantasy book. So I like things that larger than life, because I believe that life is larger and it could be larger. Lord of the Ring is #1 for me. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you get something useful from this video, and I see you guys in the next video.